Clic. Mao. Ça tue, ça blesse, ça flingue. Aïe, aïe, aïe. Mao. Gazo. Clic.
Possibly in hermit mode. Okay. I do feel like with the star card, right? Like there's a renewed hope, a renewed faith, right? There's healing in this process, right? Some of y'all been through hell in your love life. Okay? There's been like betrayal, endings, heartbreak. Excuse me. I feel like this is your glow up season, if that makes sense, right? I feel like a lot of you are shining in ways you kind of don't even realize. And I feel like people are noticing. But for my collective, I feel like you guys, you don't care what people notice, The collective that I'm getting is kind of like a stand up collective energy here, right? You're a stand up kind of person, you know, you're even stand up when no one else is watching. So you don't do things for show here. Okay, let's get back to the reading. So you have the 10 of Cups, right? And the 10 of Cups says to me as the reader, deep down you want emotional fulfillment, right? The happily ever after, right? The family or the soul level union, right? This is what you're craving right now. This is what a lot of you are craving. And so here's the thing. It's possible, but the 7 of Cups shows options. Remember I told you the 7 of Cups is here. That's choices, it's indecision, it's opportunities, it's fantasy, it's illusion, right? So I feel like the 7 of Cups shows options here for you, okay? Confusion, again, illusion. There's a lot of illusion around you, all right? For many of you, I feel there's maybe more than one person in your energy right now. Maybe someone from your past, definitely someone from your past. But I also feel like this is someone new as well, right? I feel like someone from your past who's lingering, plus the new energy that's admiring you. I feel like Spirit says, don't let illusion would be, in this case, guys, it would be sweet talk, mixed signals, right? Distract you from what's real. Don't let the illusion get to you. Don't be so hard up. Don't rush. Ask questions. Answer questions. When you answer questions and have a dialogue, have a conversation, that actually feels good too. I'm just throwing that out there. You have the Queen of Wands out here. That's you standing in your power. The Queen of Wands, to me, it represents confidence, right? It's someone who's magnetic, right? Who's sexy, who's attractive without even trying. I feel like a lot of people are drawn to your energy right now, collective. They are. They're watching you. And you know it. You feel it. The 8 of Pentacles says you've been putting in the work, not just on yourself, but also on healing patterns in love. Right? So you're giving your energy to others. Like you're allowing others to come in and drain your energy, or you are willingly giving your energy to people who don't deserve it. I feel like you're not the same person anymore. It's time to kind of forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for loving a person that mistreated you and you still wanted to be with them. You need to forgive yourself for that, okay? Forgive yourself of just your past, your history, whether that's dealing with your family, your friends, whatever situation someone is trying to project on you, trying to keep you in, you're not you're just not the past person. Even if you were in a situation where maybe you weren't the honest, right? You were maybe a cheater or a gaslighter, right? You were that person in the past. Today, right now, listening to this reading, you're no longer that person. You're not the same person who tolerate bullshit either, okay? So I feel like with this energy here, for others of you, used to tolerate, you used to be like, I'm not going to say a doormat. I feel like that's kind of harsh, right? A doormat, I feel like that's harsh, right? People walk over you, they wipe their feet on you. I don't think you were that. But I do think because of your energy, your forgiving nature, your empathic ways, right? You feel empathy for others. You sympathize with others. You empathize with them. I feel like you ran into a lot of people that took that for granted, right? And you kind of like tolerated breadcrumbs. But I feel like right now, with the Queen of Wands being out here, that you're building higher standards, if that makes sense, for yourself, right? But here's where shit get real. Remember I told you you pulled the King of Swords? So the King of Swords in this reading, it shows someone around you who can be kind of cold, or this could be you, collective. You're being kind of cold, maybe detached, strategic, or there's someone in your energy that you feel is being this way, right? They know how to talk, right? This person, because the King of Swords is a talker. They seal the deal. That's a salesman, the best salesman. So don't get it twisted, right? So the King of Swords is the person that you call in to seal the deal. All right. But the King of Swords don't always show emotion. They're very stoic. They can love you to the moon and back. They can worship the ground you walk on. But that energy of the King of Swords, I feel like they don't even know. No, they do know how to show emotion. Let me rephrase that. They do know how to show emotion, but they mastered their emotions, if that makes sense, right? They mastered the way they think. They mastered their temperament, okay? The Death card is here. So to me, that's saying a major ending or a transformation has either happened or for some of you will be happening. Okay, possibly with the person you're thinking about. All right, what's hidden is that the cycle you had with them, it's shifting. So I mean, it's shifting. Shit changes, right? Things can't stay the same. So either they evolved or you left. For some of you, they left. They evolved and they left. They realized that this is a situation that they no longer want to invest in, and they moved on. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a situation, right? That's one of the vibes I'm feeling, but I don't think that's the case. Okay, with the Strength card here, it shows, I feel like Spirit is calling you to stand firm in your self-control right now. Because I know some of you want to lose it, right? Some of you want to call the person. Some of you just, what was that? Listen to Tory Lanez, right? I think it's one of his, just go to YouTube, Google, whatever you do. Listen to Tory Lanez. This is just the intro. That might mean something for some of you. But like I said, the Strength card shows you're standing firm in yourself right now, right? You're showing self-control. You're not letting pride or lust pull you back into toxic cycles. You've learned your lesson. For some of you, outgrown someone, right? You learned that in order to love, it doesn't have to be toxic. It doesn't have to hurt to make it real. Okay? I feel like you've got the inner strength to say no more. When someone doesn't meet you halfway, for a lot of you, you're in this energy where you're cutting people out your life. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't blame you. When you're in this mode here where you're just not settling for the breadcrumbs anymore, you know your worth. Okay? And I mean, it is what it is. And you're going to have people that's going to not like that, right? They're not going to like the new you. They liked you when you were passive aggressive. They liked you when you were quiet, when you were hiding. Okay? They don't like the level up. All right? The Three of Pentacles says to me that there's a collaboration, right? There's a collaboration and there's some sort of real partnership that's here, right? And if it's not here right now, it's very possible. I feel like it's definitely in your future, your near future. It's coming in fast. Someone out here, I feel like there's someone out here that does want to work with you, right? To build brick by brick. Someone wants to be patient. Someone wants to take their time. Someone wants to get to know you. They want to build brick by brick, okay? But the Four of Swords says, pause. When the Four of Swords shows up in a reading, that's spirit, to me, that's spirit just telling you to take a pause. Whether you want to or not, spirit is making you reflect on some things right now, right? Spirit is letting you know, relax. We got you. There's no need to rush. All right. Let clarity come before you jump back into anything. Period. Just period. Okay. You have the Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords to me says movement, right? It's movement. It's just moving forward, right? Things are happening. You're being divinely guided somewhere. So you might feel like you don't have control over certain things. It could be your emotions, mentally, spiritually, physically. I'm not sure, but it's definitely spirit moving you forward. Okay, they're clearing the path, right? They're helping you with the Four of Swords. You're relaxing, you're getting these downloads, and spirit is showing you the path to move forward, because I feel like maybe some of you are stuck. I feel like spirit is literally guiding you. A lot of you are very blessed, highly favored. And I feel like for some of you, you need to start showing appreciation because you don't understand how highly favored you are. But like I said, I feel like with the Six of Swords, spirit is literally guiding you out of for some of you, there's been a storm, right? There's been arguments, there's been discomfort, there's been confusion, there's been anxiety, depression, unhappiness, right? Spirit is moving you into calmer waters right now, with the Six of Swords being here. And then you have the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups says wish fulfillment is here. Okay? I feel like you will get what you've been praying for, but it's going to require you to release what doesn't serve you anymore. So, are you prepared for that? Are you in alignment? You could want something, but you know, that self-doubt, say, oh, it's not going to happen, or this is not for me, or yeah. You know how you say, I want this, I'm getting it, and then literally in the same sentence, secretly, you feel like you don't deserve it. And that subconscious right there, that secretly is what's going to manifest. Okay? Not the bullshit you're talking out your mouth, how you feel like you deserve it. You've done been through so much, blah, 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 cluck, 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 cluck. None of that shit. Okay? Listen, you have the Chariot out here. That's your overall energy. So the Chariot, it says victory, right? The Chariot is victory. It's momentum. It's direction. It's moving forward. Fast, what is that, full steam ahead kind of shit? I don't know. But I feel like you're not meant to stay stuck in some sort of confusion. You're not meant to be waiting. I feel like once you decide what you truly want, your spirit team, because I don't know, some of you are just really powerful. Like your spirit team holds you in a very high regard. I think you know that. And if you don't, you feel it and you need to acknowledge it. Okay, but I feel like your spirit team, they're going to push you forward. Okay? And they're going to align the right love, the right job, the right friends, your soul team. I feel like this is you getting ready for alignment.